Hey, can you hear me? I don't know if I'm audible or not. Let me know if you can hear me. I never stream from this thing, but my friend's coming by to pick up my PC in like a couple minutes. Oh, you can hear me. All right. Yeah. Apparently, I just need to get the BIOS updated and then reinstall Windows. That's what I'm hoping will happen. Seems like that's all that it will take. I could be wrong though, but that's what it seems like it is. So I'm going to be out of commission for at least today. I might be back later tonight. Um, it depends. Most of my stuff is installed on my other drives, so it won't really be that much different. I might be able to get back up and running today. It depends on how this goes. Yeah, he's on his way right now. Probably needed a fresh install of Windows anyway. If that's what it is, then it's probably a blessing in disguise. It's been that same install for like 4 years now? Windows starts to kind of fall apart after you've had it for a few years. That's probably why I was having those random problems. Alright. I can't see! Nice camera. Excellent camera. Ah, yes. Purity, damage against purified enemy and zero key would be really good. That's like my next goal. Whether I reach that depends on if my computer gets fixed, though. Because my PS Plus runs out in like, what, like a week? I don't really think I'd pay for it again. But if my PC ends up not being fixed today and I have to go to a professional, that will take a few days, so I might start grinding for that. We'll see. he's gonna be here in a few minutes. So hopefully the BIOS just needs to be updated, and then what's it called? Reinstall Windows. I'm hoping. Oh wow, that one's almost good. Huh. Figured I'd make sure you guys knew I wasn't dead. It's not usual for me to like not be streaming for this long or uploading anything. That's how things just kind of happened. I made a mistake and computer got messed up. But if my theory is correct, it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be a blessing in disguise. So I'll basically have a new fresh install of Windows. I shouldn't have any problems for quite some time. We'll see. Depends on what happens. Apparently that's why I can't update it. I spent like, I don't know how long last night. I was up until like 3 in the morning trying to fix it. I had a really bad anxiety attack. I'm still kind of recovering from it. I took most of today off. Didn't really do anything. Just kind of chilled. Because if it's the BIOS site, there's nothing I can do about it. Someone else has to do it. My friend who's coming by does not have a laptop, as far as I know. So even if he weren't in this whole virus still, he still couldn't do it here. So they have to take it to their house and do it. He knows what he's doing, so it should be fine. Hopefully. I really don't have that much important stuff on my computer. It's mostly just stuff for the channel, so if it did have to get wiped, I'm not gonna lie, it would be a nuisance, but I don't really have that much important stuff on there. A lot of the mods and the OpenBOR files I would lose. Everything else is pretty much on my other drives anyway. And C drive was pretty much just full of all my mods and stuff. There wasn't really a whole lot else on there in the first place. Kinda didn't want to go to a professional because it seems like if what those people on those sites were saying, then it's just the BIOS needs to be updated, and then it should go through just fine. Who knows though? You never can really completely trust those sites. A lot of people on there that don't know what they're talking about. I'm hoping though, so I've definitely have had a lot of stress these past few days. A lot of anxiety attacks and stuff. They didn't get the new phone yet either. That's the other thing that's been stressing me out. Because Best Buy still won't refund me. I'm hoping it's just because I did this on the weekend and that it's, you know, it's only been 2 business days. I'm hoping I get it tomorrow. It'd be nice if this works out. I have a new phone that I can stream from, and then I'll have basically a fresh PC. There's some good to be to be had from this, I guess. If things work out, that is. I mean, who knows? There might be something else wrong with it, but that's all I can think of. I take pretty good care of my computer, besides that mistake I made from listening to that dude on the Microsoft site who didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. Other than that, I don't really go to any shady sites or anything. Computer's pretty much just straight business. I don't do a lot of other stuff on it. Probably like 80% of my PC storage is just all the games I play. All the raw files for the videos and stuff. It's probably a massive chunk in it. I really didn't have that much important stuff on there. If I did, it's like long expired. Things that I don't need anymore. That's why I'm trying to go this approach and just have my friend do it. Be right back. Hey, he's outside, so I gotta transport the PC to him, so I'll be right back. Alright. Just gotta send him the BIOS. I hope this works. I really do. I've had enough stress already. Just give me a second here. If those sites are right, this will fix it. If not, then I'm going to have to call a professional, and I really don't have the money for that right now. Well, I do, but I need it for other stuff for the channel, so pretty damn anxious, not gonna lie. So I've just had really bad luck lately. I need to send this to him. Alright. Can't weapon switch cancel anymore. I haven't played this in like a week. Oh, he gets paid for helping me. He's helped me before, that's why I trust him. If what I think is wrong with it is the culprit, then it'll be easy to fix. At least I hope so, anyway. I don't want to have to go to the professionals, they charge quite a bit. Let's see, what time is it now? It's 5, so if my theory is correct and it starts installing, I should have it tonight. I'll pay him extra to come by tonight. I would like to have my computer. I kind of need the white noise it provides to like rest and stuff. When I don't have it, I have a really hard time sleeping. Last night I couldn't sleep. Plus I had a terrible anxiety attack. Like to the point where I was like trembling this morning. I could like barely walk. Wrong, Grace. This game's not gonna hook me up today, huh? Yeah, I have clinical anxiety, so it's hard for me to relax like a normal person. So not having the PC, not being able to stay busy like I normally do is like really hard for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna look into that, but I need a working PC first. I've got that one on my wish list. I think that comes out in like 2 days. Wow, that one's actually pretty good. Is that better than what I'm using? Huh. Yeah, that one's not terrible. It's not great, but it's got a lot of stuff on it. I was hoping maybe this game would hook me up, since I've had such an incredibly stressful past few weeks with my managing my anxiety. Nope. How many days left do I have of PS Plus? I have like 5 days left. I'll definitely renew it if my PC needs more intensive care. I don't think it will. I saw a number of people that had the exact same problem, and they said that they updated the BIOS and it fixed it, so I'm hoping that's what it is, but it's really hard to tell with PCs. There's a million different configurations and stuff. Windows 10 is not very stable. It's a lot of random problems. It could be anything. But I think a fresh install will benefit me in the long run. Because even if I hadn't screwed up because of that dickwad that posted that false information on the official Microsoft forum, I probably would have had a problem like that happen eventually. With how old the install is and how many changes I've made, it wouldn't surprise me if that was going to happen within the next year anyway. So I'm hoping I'll get something out of this. Besides more stress and anxiety than I already have. I've had the same install of Windows for like 4 years. We all know that's a really long time for Windows to cooperate. Very long time. Might come out of this stronger. Still got this to play too. Just this game sucks without PS Plus, so kind of on the fence. Depends on how long this whole fiasco lasts. It might end tonight for all I know. I have had Windows just crash on me before. I had that happen when I was in high school. And I, like, lost everything on the PC, so... Even though it's not my fault that this happened, because I followed instructions that didn't work, still, I might end up being better off because of it. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Especially if my friend can fix it, because he doesn't really charge anything. It's just I pay him because he's doing me a favor, and he's helped me before. I doubt the professional place here in town is getting much business right now, but they charge like 105 flat rate. I don't think it's worth $105 if what I think is wrong with it. Can definitely get it done for cheaper. Obviously, I'm very tired. Um, I was up until like 3 in the morning trying to fix it, and then I saw a bunch of people say that updating the BIOS allowed Windows to boot again through the USB drive. So I just decided to give up, because if that's what's the problem, then there's nothing I can do about that by myself. Ooh, that's a potential good one right there. Huh. One good drop. And I have another project I'm supposed to be working on too. It's like I had to tell them today that I don't know if I can do it right now. I might end up with... The PC's not bricked, it's just... The worst thing it could be would be the motherboard is dying, which would not be that bad, because I have a pretty cheap motherboard in there. It's not one of those big, like, E-Peen Flex motherboards that's like $2,000. I think I only paid like $100 for it. If it was a motherboard issue, I definitely would be out of commission for longer, but at least it would be something. I hope it won't be that, though. It doesn't seem like it is. Sometimes diagnosing what's wrong with a PC can be, like, harder than what's wrong with our bodies. It's like if one thing is different from someone else, and you go off their advice to fix yours, it may not even apply to you. That's kind of what's making me anxious right now. I'm pretty sure it is just the BIOS is why I can't recover. I'm playing Neo 2 tonight because my PC is at my friend's house being hopefully repaired tonight. That's what I'm doing right now. And I have like no games on this thing, so I'm just gonna play this. I kind of want to go to sleep. I'm very tired from last night's anxiety attack, but I need to stay up because he's probably going to bring it back tonight. I told him I'd pay him extra. I wouldn't call this game slept on. It's just console exclusive. Yes, it's on the most popular console, but that doesn't mean much. Xbox, Nintendo, and PC players can't play this yet. This game got very favorable reviews. Just suffers from the problem that every game with a finite amount of content has the interest dies off in like 2 weeks. Also, it took 4 months for the DLC to come out, so that obviously killed things for a lot of people too. It took a really long time to get the first DLC out, and that killed a lot of the momentum they had. Which is funny, because the first DLC, like, it had some pretty good bosses, but it didn't make the gear that much more interesting, so it didn't really add much to the longevity of the game. It wasn't until the second DLC that the loot started getting really good. The thing about this game's DLCs, it's not a lot of material extra replay value or content. It's mostly the extra difficulties and stuff is where all the value comes from, because you can finish the DLC completely in like 2 or 3 hours. That's if you get like everything too, like every secret, all the stuff. The only thing that will take you longer is like the secrets. So I can see how some people didn't want to come back for the DLC. It really is just more of the same. It's not like they're giving you a whole new campaign or something. They're giving it like little snack-sized expansions to it. You're still playing the same game, so people got their fill the first DLC. I can see why they wouldn't come back. Also, it took like 4.5 months to put the first DLC out. A lot of people moved on by then. A lot of good games came out last year. This was only one of them. This game just had the benefit of coming out when lockdown started, so a lot of people were very thankful for this game. Why does it look like Ninja Gaiden? Because it's made by the same people. It even has a lot of the moves are ripped wholesale. Some of the characters' moves are from like Ninja Gaiden, and then some of the monsters, the enemies, use them too. There hasn't been a Ninja Gaiden game in like 8 years, so it's kind of one of those things where you can understand why they're recycling those animations. It's pretty hard to notice. One of the monsters in the new DLC straight up does the Eclipse Scythe ultimate technique. It took me a couple times to notice it, but after I got killed by, I'm like, wow, they just ripped that from Ninja Gaiden 2. Oh man, that's so perfect. But it's the wrong damn Grace. Gotta love this game. Thanks, game. You gave me the best in slot. Best in slot gear, but it's the wrong Grace. I love it so much. Thanks, game. Thanks for the buzzkill. It's not like my PC just died today or anything. Fucking hey, man. It's just a tad bit demoralizing. Just a little. Just a tad bit demoralizing. I'll probably record this on the PS4 and upload it tonight. I will have to reinstall everything on the C drive if this works, which it's mostly just Steam, all my recording stuff, my capture card codecs and everything. I can't really promise that I'll be back up in action tonight, even if it does work. I don't know. What are the scrolls for? They're for grinding. Plus, I'm kind of relaxed doing this right now. Just chilling right now. Beautiful. Get bodied, sir. Oh, that's the one I just got. That's depressingly optimized but can't be used. I'm gonna save this and hope they let you Grace inherit with his accessories. That would fix a lot of the RNG right there. It would prevent getting best in slot stuff and then not having it be usable because it's not compatible with your build. It's the biggest buzzkill in this game when you find something that's like perfect for what you're trying to do, but it's the wrong grace. How many more of those do I have? I think I ran through all of them. Getting some good experience from that. Let's run this one. Just trying to get better accessories and get to level 750, which I'm very close to. If I don't get my computer back tonight, I'll probably do it tonight. We'll see. We'll see how my body holds up. I had a really nasty anxiety attack over my computer last night, so it tends to really tire me out. It all depends on what happens, though, if he's able to fix it or not. Oops. Yeah, I should get him. Yeah, the fists are pretty cool. This game really does have a weapon for like every playstyle, which is what's cool about it. If you want to be a fast martial artist who can't take a hit, you can play like my character, or if you want to be a big tank with slow weapons, you can do that. If you want to be middle of the road, you can do that. If you want to be a mage, you can do that. If you want to focus just on spamming yokai abilities, you can do that. There's lots of ways to play this game, which is one of the coolest things about it. It's probably its greatest strength. It's got a lot of weaknesses. Level design's not great. DLC is kind of a mixed bag because it doesn't really increase the replay value by itself. It increases it because you have extra difficulties with better loot to get. But the DLC itself is kind of deceptive. It's really only worth it if you want to play through the game again. So otherwise you're going to get like 4 hours out of each DLC. Which isn't that bad, really. There's lots of other games that sell 4-hour-long DLC that you just kind of want and done. You always have the potential of, like, getting better in this game and stuff, but if you don't like the core gameplay, it's not going to change much. What do I think of the split staff? The split staff is very busted. It's like one of the best weapons in the game, but I don't like using it. Not because it's busted, I don't like using it because it's very stiff. A lot of the animations can't be cancelled out of. I'm not a big fan of them myself, but for, like, efficiency, they're really good. I don't like the split staff that much. It's got, like, two moves that just, like, break the game if you build around them. Everything else, it's like, the whole thing about it is you're supposed to hold the button down, and it does more hits, but the weakness is you're stuck in the animation for, like, a really long time, so I'm not a fan of it myself. A lot of people really like it, though. It's one of the easier weapons to use, because you can build around the fact that it has, like, 2 really busted moves. It's pretty easy to break the game that way. They nerfed the other move that's busted that they added in the last patch, or the final DLC patch, but it's still busted. You can still easily just, like, spam those moves and not much can really do much about it. Yeah, I like the Tonfas, but they didn't get much love in this game. They got very few, new things to work with. Some people really like the split staff. It's definitely, like, the most popular weapon, I think. The split staff and the fists are, like, the most popular weapons, as far as I know. I just don't like how stiff it is. I never really like being stuck in animations in anything, and that's kind of what that weapon's all about. You do a lot of damage and stuff, but you're stuck there, you're stationary. Not really my kind of playstyle. I should give it a new chance, another chance, though. They did add new moves and stuff, I haven't even tried them yet. Get punched, sir. Get punched. It's a nice little relaxing grind. This doesn't piss me off at all. The staff is mostly for spamming Dragon Dance. That's what it's used for. Spamming that move. Because on a large target it does, like, insane damage. The weapon just doesn't flow very well for me. That's kind of my problem with it. If you build around the broken stuff that it has, it's very easy to use, though. That's why it's popular. One of the easiest ways to break the game. I couldn't really tell you about magic builds. I wouldn't want to give you bad information. I'm sure there's guides. A lot of people have made guides for builds. I just kind of focused on the build I'm using. I can't really instruct on anything else than I already have. No one's really an expert with every build in this game. There's people that are experts with a lot of the builds, but it's not possible. There's too many ways to play this game. I could help you with, like, this build that I'm using. Other than that, I can't really do much. Might hop online a little bit. See if any good scrolls up. I don't feel like partying with randoms in the underworld and stuff, so that's just frustrating, and I don't need any frustration tonight. I'm already pretty on edge about my PC. Anything I do on this game today is going to be as stress-free as possible. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Just grinding, getting some levels. Nice. Chill grind session. No hardcore stuff today. It might, yeah, we'll see. They're off for a couple days. I told him I'll pay him extra if he brings it back today. There's a number of factors that go into that, though. Yeah, I don't feel like getting pissed off in this game tonight. I've already had really bad stress levels. Today I woke up, I had like tremors and stuff. I get that when I'm under really high stress, so I don't think playing this game with randoms in the underworld is a good idea. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad by now. Most people have like really busted builds, but I don't want to risk it. This is a very polarizing game to play. When you're doing like chill stuff like this, it's fine, but when you're playing the actual game or you're playing with randoms, it can be very, very aggravating to play. And luckily, I'm smart enough to know that I'm not in the mental state to deal with randoms right now. It might be a shard. Um, Sometimes he drops shards that give you a billion Amrita. Which is why this is one of the best scrolls to level up on. Because you can also teleport back to the shrine and you can keep fighting the first boss over and over. Let's do one more of these, and I'm going to save one for tomorrow's video, since whether I'll be able to create content tomorrow is anyone's guess at this point. A lot has to go right. 45 more levels to go until I'm maxed. Could easily get that tonight. Even if it does work, it's going to take forever to install Windows. But luckily my other drives will be fine, so I'll just have to point Steam to them, and I should be back in action tonight if everything works, but who knows at this point. As far as I know, he could message me and tell me the computer's dead or it's not working. And that's a whole other can of worms. And I gotta drop $100 and get it repaired. Which means I wouldn't have a computer until, like, probably Thursday at the earliest. Well, any donations I get will go towards repair costs in the event that I need to. If not, it'll go towards the, I guess the stuff for the phone. So, as soon as I get my refund from Best Buy, I'm getting a new phone, and that's mostly for the channel as well. Because there's a couple games on that platform I want to play. I wanted to try the Fist of the North Star Muso. I wanted to try Pinnacle of Combat. I don't like phone games, but the reality is they're all on phones now. And my phone is very old, so I'm hoping I can still get that phone, that they still have it, and then I can use that for content. And I won't even bother with the emulators anymore. I think those emulators probably screwed up my PC too. I had too many of them installed on there for different games. Be nice to have the phone and then just use a Type-C to HDMI adapter. That way I can just plug it into the capture card. Wow, it's popping tonight. Let's see what they've got today. Popping tonight. Any good two boss scrolls tonight? Uh, that's the one I already have. See if I can get in this one's probably full. Big crowd tonight. Two split staff users. Everybody complains about the fist being overused. It's like, man, I see like way more split staff. It's like the easiest way to break the game. Can't knock people for doing it. Especially with how bad the RNG is in this game right now. Obviously people are going to roll with what works. If you take less time to kill things, then that's more time to fight the RNG and get what you actually want. And everybody uses it too. It's pretty widespread information how to break the game with a split staff. I wish I liked that weapon more. I was really excited for it, but I ended up not liking it much. A little bit disappointing for me. But they added the fist, which is everything I wanted from the split staff, so it's no biggie. I got what I wanted in the end. So did you guys get your stimulus checks? What did you spend it on? For me, it's going towards the new phone, and then professional repairs if my friend can't fix my computer. Which isn't bad, really. If they give us that other one like they're saying, I would hope I could get a PS5 and stuff with that, but that situation is still a hot mess. That's why I decided to get the phone, because the phone I can also use for content, and that's a hell of a lot easier to get a hold of than a new video card or console right now. Shit sells out in like 20 seconds. There's lots of scalpers selling them here. The video cards and the consoles. But I didn't want to pay that much. Plus, there's a lot of shady people here. Pretty high chance they would sell me like a faulty one or something. Too much risk. Is there really... people are getting really desperate for them? Yeah, Switch is a good investment. There's lots of good games on Switch. I wish I liked Monster Hunter, but I don't. Monster Hunter's just a flat no for me. Too slow. I get why people like it, though. It's a very skill-based game. This game is skill-based to a degree, but there's so many ways to break it. So what's nice about this game, if you wanted to play it like Monster Hunter, you're very capable of doing that. It's not hard. It's basically just don't go for a build, or don't go for any of the busted stuff. But Monster Hunter is definitely more like, you know, if you don't want to have to restrict yourself and you just want something that's just organically challenging, you can. I just don't like the core gameplay. It's too slow. God Eater and Tokiden are like the only hunting games I really put a lot of time into. God Eater was completely playable single player too, which is what I liked. I didn't have to play it on someone else's time. That game was pretty intelligently designed. They knew it wasn't going to have a lifespan for long, especially since they didn't do a paid expansion for God Eater 3. They just did like a year of updates. It's nice that you could do all that by yourself. You could play it with other people, sure, but they never force it on you. That's definitely one weakness of Monster Hunter type games, is a lot of times that they're like way more fun with friends. They're more accessible with friends too, but if they're not available, you kind of have to wait wait for them to catch up and stuff. God Eater and Tokiden were very much games you could just play by yourself. They were enhanced with friends, but you never really felt like you were forced into it. But I like the combat of those games better too, but the fact that I could see everything by myself was a big selling point. Hey, I think I got that scroll. Nice. Let me see. Let's see if I got it. Oh, I did. Alright, let's find another one. Do scroll hopping tonight. That one's not too fun anyway. It's got a lot of the Obume, and they're really annoying to fight. I'd play Switch games right now, but I can't because it doesn't have built-in capture. All I've got for gaming right now is my Switch and my PS4, and I have like 10 times the games on Switch than here. I don't use this that much. This is definitely the game I've played the most on here by far. Out of everything. I'd say that and PSO 2. I did play that a lot when that came out on here. Other than that, a lot of the other stuff I really didn't play much. They give us that $2,000 stimulus. That's going to make the console video card situation even worse. Can't get much worse than it already is, though. It's already either have the luck of the gods, be faster than a robot, which means be faster than humanly possible, or bend over and take it from a scalper. I really don't think they're gonna have a lot more of those until, like, maybe the middle of this year. Maybe by, like, summer or something. They might have more. They said that they already stopped production of a lot of the PS4s, and they're transitioning those factories to make PS5s, but it's probably still going to be a few months before we see any kind of noticeable increase in the availability of them. So it means stores are only getting like 2 at a time. The online sites are getting a lot, but that just leaves them open to bots. So I've seen the pictures of people that have like hundreds of them and selling them. Pretty crazy stuff. I don't want to fight the owl. I'm sorry. No thanks. I love helping people, but I gotta watch my stress levels. I'm not gonna fight that owl. That's like the most toxic thing I could do to myself right now. Let's fight that damn owl. No bueno. Not tonight. I'm having fun playing this game tonight. No stress. I just gotta watch what content I play. Anything like that, a really good chance of making me tilted. I can't really afford that right now. This game is very polarizing with randoms. It can either be like it's almost always either just a steamroll or everybody dies and you wipe. Those are like the two outcomes. That's why this can be frustrating to play. One with Bob Hayabusa. I don't think anybody wants to do that one. Yomi, no one wants to do that either. Those are the bosses you fight if you want to get pissed off. You don't want to have fun playing a video game, you fight those bosses. That's not what I'm going for tonight. Try this one, if I can get in. Nope. Ugh. There's nothing I really need right now. I think I'm actually gonna hop off. Make tomorrow's video, so I've got some time. Yeah, I think I'm done for now. Waiting to hear back from my friend, so I'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully by tonight or tomorrow I'll be back. I'll definitely play more of this tonight. I'm just gonna make my video right now first. Kind of cover bases so the streak can go on. I might have a very potentially busy day tomorrow because fixing the computer, getting it back up, and then getting my new phone as well. That's going to be a ton of setup time. So yeah, I'll catch you guys I don't know, probably later today, maybe in like an hour or two.